could take all of my passes back and use them all right
Really?
now.
You worked with Blake Lively. You were on Gossip Girl for 4 episodes.
I was, yeah.
Did she fire you? Did you get fired? What happened? Why did you leave after 4? You're so handsome.
Listen,
you were like,
dude, listen.
You played
Here's
a
my
douchebag
official
millionaire.
Here's my official take on the whole thing that's going on, is that there is another fight going on that I'm not involved in and I have not been dragged into, and I'm perfectly happy with that.
Right.
I've got enough of my own problems before throwing my hat into someone else's ring. Like, I'm good.
Did Blake Lively have Armie Hammer fired from Gossip Girl?
Let me just say, that was a tough show to film, and I didn't end up actually filming all of the episodes I was supposed to because it was such a tough film.
Really? Literally, you said, get me out of this.
It was also like, get him out of here.
Blake Lively, often regarded as Hollywood's sweetheart, has recently found herself embroiled in a scandal that has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. In an unexpected turn of events, disgraced actor Armie Hammer took to live television to launch a scathing attack against her.
You have a light blue, powder blue sweater, and you're having some Chardonnay.
I was actually also in acting class with Justin Baldoni when I was 19 years old.
Really?
20 years old. Yeah, I mean, this is almost 20 years ago now.
Did you hang out in between scenes? Did you work lines together?
Yeah, we did like some scenes together, I'm sure. Yeah, he seemed like a great guy. I mean, I didn't really know him that well.
He was nice.
Listen, bro, you're not dragging me into this. I'm not getting involved.
No?
That drama is their drama.
Sure?
I want nothing to do with it.
Are you sure, Hammer?
Oh, I don't want that smoke at all.
No? You got a kissing scene with her. Was she a good kisser? You can say that.
I don't even remember, dude. I don't even remember.
You don't?
I wouldn't say if I did. I'm not getting involved. This is not my fight.
Hammer. We got a whole.
I have had
the
enough.
Greek chorus in here. They don't believe it.
I have had enough trial by media fire in my life. I'm good.
Making allegations so severe that they quickly dominated social media. This was not merely a typical Hollywood feud. It was a public takedown that could potentially alter the public's perception of Lively forever. But what exactly transpired? And why would Hammer, whose own reputation has been in tatters, choose this moment to target her?
Let me tell you about the time that I met one Mr. Armie Hammer. It was in 2023 via my best friend, Mutuals, and he introduced me because he knew what a Gossip Girl fan I was. Obviously, Armie was in season 2 of Gossip Girl. He played Gabriel, if you remember. So I walked into the house, and there he is sitting. I was aghast because not only is he so stunningly beautiful in person, he was so warm and welcoming, and he looked at, you know those people that just look at you and like, there's a bunch of people in the room, but you're the only person that exists, like they go directly to you? He's like that. He makes you feel like you're the only person who exists in the room. Gave me the time of day, was so warm, was so kind. I didn't bring up Gossip Girl because I was so like gaga, but he's just like a human being, a normal human being. Now, I'm not here to talk about the allegations of what went down with all those girlies, etc. I'm here to talk about what went down between Blake Lively and him on Gossip Girl, because he just said in that clip by Watch What Happens Live with Andy and Chelsea that Blake Lively got him fired. And I am so not here for people using their power and clout on a set to get another human being fired from a job unless you commit some type of egregious crime. And from what it sounds like, Armie didn't. He, via the rumblings and the blinds, just said Blake Lively's not a nice person, which now we know is true. I say all this to say, hi Armie, and second of all, justice. He must be sitting back somewhere, if he even cares anymore. I'm sure he's so far moved on from this.
Once considered Hollywood royalty, Armie Hammer was on the rise with notable roles in acclaimed films such as Call Me by Your Name and The Social Network. However, his career took a dramatic nosedive following disturbing allegations about his personal life, which painted him as one of the industry's most controversial figures. Since those revelations,
Did Blake Lively have Armie Hammer fired from Gossip Girl? So Armie Hammer played Gabriel Edwards, who was Serena, Blake Lively's character, her love interest on Gossip Girl. Well, Armie Hammer was abruptly removed from the series after only completing 4 episodes in season 2. And he addresses this very briefly on an appearance on Andy Cohen's Watch What Happens Live. Let's watch.
On Gossip Girl, who was the biggest diva on set?
Biggest diva on set of Gossip Girl.
You can say it because it's so far away from where you are now. That show's over. I suggest that you do not pass on another question.
Thank you, Chelsea.
I wish I could take all of my passes back and use them all right now. Yeah. Let me just say that was a tough show to film, and I didn't end up actually filming all of the episodes I was supposed to because it was such a tough film.
Really? Literally, you said, get me out of this.
It was also like, get him out of here. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it just literally was that. Whose love interest were you?
I was Blake Lively's love interest.
You were?
Yeah.
Okay, well then.
Sounds like she was the problem.
It sure does, Chelsea.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Don't put words into his mouth.
Yes. Because my foot is already there.
No, it is not.
Hammer has largely remained out of the spotlight, making only sporadic appearances without fully addressing the accusations against him. In a surprising twist, during what was intended to be a casual industry roundtable interview, the topic of past co-stars arose.
But watching Blake and Ryan and their reputations really taking a hit because of alleged behavior executed by these two, you know, the piper needs to be paid, as they say. And by the way, just came out today via Variety. Just Meltdown demands Disney and Marvel preserve all documents relating to Ryan Reynolds in Nice Pool. We saw the Nice Pool clip of Ryan Reynolds seemingly is definitely, allegedly, but definitely mocking Justin Meltdown, which is horrible.
When Blake Lively's name was mentioned, Hammer's demeanor shifted dramatically. With a smirk and unsettling calmness, he declared, "Let's talk about Blake Lively, America's favorite hypocrite." The room fell silent as no one anticipated the onslaught that would follow.
I get to come over to your house with my bag of goodies, completely incapacitating you until I was done with you.
I am here to talk about what happened in my relationship with Armie Hammer. Not only is he an actor, he was gorgeous and tall, and I was starting to fall for him. But something didn't feel right.
Once the sexual nature of the DM started, it was all that he wanted to ever talk about.
And then he mentions the ropes. It's like the ropes were around your neck, your wrists, your ankles, behind your back. I had bruises. I hated it. Can we take a break?
Hammer, who played Gabriel Edwards, the love interest of Lively's character on Gossip Girl, was abruptly removed from the series after filming only 4 episodes in its second season. In a previous appearance on Watch What Happens Live, he briefly addressed his departure, hinting at the difficulties he faced while filming.
He's a big movie star. I'm not naive enough to think that I'm the only one.
I knew something about him would come up in the future because I know how careless he is.
He said things like he wanted to barbecue and eat her. And then this story blew wide open.
The Hammer name wielded a lot of prestige and power, but beneath it all was a dark world of deceit, betrayal, and corruption.
Very wealthy, privileged men got away with different bad things throughout these generations.
And it's what happened to Armie Hammer to a sick degree.
You just don't wake up and become this abuser. There has to be a seed that's planted. My name is Casey Hammer, and I'm about to reveal the dark, twisted secrets of the Hammer family.
His comments suggested that the environment on set was challenging, and he alluded to the possibility that Lively may have played a role in his exit. During his tirade, Hammer made shocking claims, alleging that Lively had orchestrated his downfall by using her influence to blacklist him.
This is a win for Lively for sure. He did create an attorney's eyes only category to add to the model protective order, which is what she wanted. He narrowed down what fits into it. So he added the word highly and the word significant. So instead of just being able to designate something AEO because it is likely to cause competitive business injury or personal injury, it now has to be highly likely to cause significant business or personal injury. So it raises the level a little bit, but they can still designate whatever they want. He also left the burden on the people trying to lift the designation on the people who don't want it. So Friedman's burden shifting argument did not work.
He suggested that she had long been aware of the allegations against him and chose to leverage that information for her own benefit, ensuring her own untouchability while fueling the backlash against him. Although Hammer did not explicitly confirm that Lively had him fired, rumors circulated that he had referred to her in derogatory terms on set, which may have contributed to his dismissal.
So while Armie Hammer doesn't directly confirm that Blake Lively had him fired, it was rumored that he called Lively a B word on the set, which ultimately ended up with him getting nixed. And this all comes from some messages that were posted to Dumois back in 2021 when Armie Hammer was at the height of his scandal. Oh no, what do you think? Did she get Armie Hammer fired? He only delivered on 4 episodes. He was supposed to do more. He seems very touchy about why this all went down.
In a stunning revelation, Hammer painted Lively as a ruthless power player in Hollywood, contrasting her public persona as the wholesome girl next door with a more sinister reality. He insinuated that she had even used her marriage to Ryan Reynolds to manipulate industry narratives, ensuring that those who crossed her faced significant repercussions. The audience was left in disbelief, and within moments, clips of the interview began circulating across major social media platforms. The Hollywood elite quickly reacted to Hammer's bombshell claims, with industry insiders dividing into 2 camps. Some former co-stars and crew members came forward to support Hammer's accusations, describing Lively as a master manipulator focused on controlling her public image.
Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick hit the red carpet of their new movie Another Simple Favor at South by Southwest, and Anna Kendrick is going viral for her reactions when asked what it was like working with Blake again and how Blake's drama has impacted this movie.
Anna, what does it mean to be working with Blake again? Talking about you.
How does it feel like the movie's being impacted kind of by everything happening around going on in the world?
Why, what happened? I did ayahuasca and the last year of my life is just gone, but I've heard the movie's amazing.
Wait, thank you.
An anonymous former crew member from Gossip Girl characterized her as someone who would go to great lengths to maintain her reputation. Conversely, Lively's allies rushed to her defense. Actress Anna Kendrick was among the first to publicly support Lively, labeling Hammer's accusations as baseless and a desperate attempt to regain relevance. Kendrick's comments came during a red carpet event for their film A Simple Favor, where she was asked about the impact of the surrounding drama on their project. Her responses went viral, showcasing her unwavering support for Lively. Reports also surfaced indicating that Ryan Reynolds was furious behind the scenes.
She is not innocent in any of this, without question. I really do think she's just a spoiled brat. Like, it just goes down to something that simple. She's a spoiled brat, and she's used to getting what she wants from a time that she was a kid. And this is what she wanted. And I do think that people have not pieced together, and I've been speaking about it, the Scarlett Johansson piece of this is also something. She's the one that walked away from Ryan. He has control issues, and she was working with Wayfarer on her directorial debut at this time that this movie was being shot. And lo and behold, what is Blake trying to do? She's trying to make Ryan scramble to get her directorial rights over this movie. Like they're in this weird competition. Yeah. Another piece of this, Scarlett Johansson was also shooting a movie with Channing Tatum. Out of nowhere, Ryan plucks Channing Tatum up out of obscurity and puts him in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, premiering as Gambit. And he did this whole thing thanking him. So there is a Scarlett Johansson element. There is a competitive element. And I do believe that Blake Lively put pressure on him because she's not that smart. She's not a brilliant actress, and she's not a Scarlett Johansson. And I think that, she suffers from that insecurity of wanting to feel like she belongs in the A-list club that Taylor Swift is in, and that her husband kind of isn't really in, but they now have a lot of A-list friends.
Having confronted industry executives about the situation. However, the most curious aspect of this unfolding drama was Lively's silence. She did not issue a statement or acknowledge the allegations, a move that in Hollywood can often speak volumes. The situation takes on a darker tone when considering Hammer's own downfall. Once a rising star, he saw his career implode after allegations of disturbing behavior, including claims of cannibalistic fantasies and manipulation, surfaced in early 2021. Multiple women came forward with harrowing accounts of their experiences with him, revealing a pattern of psychological and physical coercion. Among them was his ex-girlfriend, who detailed the trauma she endured during their relationship.
Armie Hammer's a really good guy. He's charming, he's nice, he's always been that way. Up or down. Hello, Hammer.
Don't tell anybody. I have a new reputation to protect here.
What is it?
Cannibal-ist. Like, we're just going for it, dude.
Whoa! What does it feel like to say that, by the way?
It's funny for me now, in the sense that, like, look, are there things that probably could have stuck that didn't? Sure. But the thing that stuck is this very weird, bizarre thing, but it's also incredibly liberating.
Claiming he expressed desires to exert total control over her. Interestingly, while Hammer and Lively never shared significant screen time, they moved within overlapping social circles. Some insiders suggest that Lively had distanced herself from Hammer long before the allegations became public. This raises questions about whether she was one of the early voices warning others about his behavior, and if she played a role in ensuring that his dark secrets eventually came to light. If the rumors about Lively's influence are true, it is plausible that Hammer harbored resentment toward her for years. His aggressive stance against her could be interpreted as an act of revenge, a way to retaliate against someone he believes contributed to his downfall.
Armie Hammer didn't eat any people, but he did eat the heart of an animal. So he's on the Louis Theroux podcast, and basically Louis interviewing him and is like, hey, let's just go through all the things you've been accused of.
Are you a cannibal? You know what you have to do to actually be a cannibal? You have to actually eat human flesh.
Correct. Did you cut the heart out of the animal and eat it while still warm?
No, you don't eat the whole heart.
You didn't
One of the
do that.
traditions is you take a bite out of the heart. It's sort of like a almost overly charged male rite of passage when you go hunting for your first time.
It's not weird when you think about it, though. What do you mean it's not weird? We eat animal flesh every day. An animal that's warm and you're eating its heart?
You're not going to eat it when it's cold.
So you did that?
Yeah. Not for the purpose of any cannibalism or any sexual gratification.
I get it's a hunting tradition, but if you're Armie Hammer, stop talking about this stuff, man. He's not a cannibal. It's just gross to do that.
People think it's gross how much oil you put on in the morning and no one's judging you.
Oh, Moroccan. I swim. So what does you swimming have to do with it? Because it dries your skin out.
The dynamics of Hollywood power plays often unfold in the shadows, and Hammer's allegations may reflect a deeper, more personal grudge. In the world of entertainment, where illusions often reign supreme, the truth behind this scandal remains murky. Whether this moment serves as a reckoning for Blake Lively or a desperate attempt by Armie Hammer to regain relevance is yet to be determined. One thing is certain: the entertainment industry thrives on scandal, and the fallout from this incident will be felt for some time to come. As the story continues to develop, audiences will be watching closely, eager to see how this Hollywood drama unfolds.